Sudham
Pangon Langhai Tegirim Sri Gurum Dhinatarinam Sri Chaitanya Misharam.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we're reading from the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. And today's entire chapter is entitled as Nārada tells Mṛgāri to kill animals completely and not leave them half dead. Under the section, the 61 explanations of the Atmarama verse. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 200.
নির্ঘণ্ট শব্দের অর্থ
Text 27.
নির্ঘণ্ট শব্দের অর্থ নির্গ্রন্থ শব্দে কহে তবে বেদ নির্ধন সাধু সঙ্গে সেই করে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ ভজন.
The word nirgrantha, when combined with api, used in the sense of certainty, indicates a person The word nirgrantha, when combined with api, used in the sense of certainty, indicates a person who is a hunter by profession or who is very poor. Nonetheless, when such a person associates with a great saint like Nārada, he engages in Lord Krishna's devotional service.
How Nārada, the hunter, is described here by Lord Chaitanya.
How Nārada delivered the hunter is described here by Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 228.
সাধু সঙ্গ ফলে বেদের পাপ নিবৃত্তি ও কৃষ্ণগত চিত্ততা বা মহাভাগবত তত্ত্ব. কৃষ্ণ রামস্যৈব কৃষ্ণ মনন বেদ হইয়া হয় পূজ্য ভাগবত উত্তম.
The words Krishna Ramas cha refer to one who takes pleasure in thinking of Krishna. Even though such a person may be a hunter, he is still worshipable and is the best of devotees.
Anyone who thinks of Krishna
Anyone who thinks of Krishna
is certainly auspicious, the best of the devotees.
is certainly auspicious and best of the devotees.
As long as he thinks of Krishna favorably.
As long as he thinks of Krishna favorably. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 229.
স্কন্দ পুরাণোক্ত বেদ নাদ সংবাদ বর্ণন. এক ভক্ত বেদের কথা শুনো সাবধানে যা হইতে হয় সৎসঙ্গ মহিমার জ্ঞানে.
I shall now narrate the story of how a hunter became a great devotee by the association of such an exalted personality as Nārada Muni. From this story, one can understand the greatness of association with the pure devotees. With pure devotees.
The Krishna glorifies associating with pure devotee as the highest benefit.
The scriptures glorify association with pure devotees as the highest benefit. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 230.
একদিন শ্রী নারদ দেখি নারায়ণ ত্রিবেণী শানে প্রয়াগ করিলা গমন।
Once upon a time, the great saint Nārada, after visiting Lord Narayana in the Vaikunthas, went to Prayag to bathe at the confluence of the three rivers, the Ganges, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Purport: the great saint Nārada is so liberated that he can go to the Vaikuntha planets to see Narayana and then immediately come to this planet in the material world and go to Prayag to bathe in the confluence of three rivers. The word Triveni refers to a confluence of three rivers. This confluence is still visited by many hundreds of thousands of people. This confluence is still visited by many hundreds of thousands of people who go there to bathe, especially during the Magh Mela, which occurs during the month of January. A liberated person who has no material body can go anywhere and everywhere. Therefore, a living entity is called Sarvaga, to their material bodies, they are not free to move at will. However, when one is situated in his original spiritual body, he can move anywhere and everywhere without difficulty. Within this material world, there is a planet called Siddhaloka, whose inhabitants can go from one planet to another without the aid of a machine or a space rocket. In the material world, every planet has a specific advantage, vibhuti binna. In the spiritual world, however, all the planets and their inhabitants are composed of spiritual energy. Because there are no material impediments, it is said that everything in the spiritual world is one. Everything in the spiritual world is one.
A liberated soul being fully spiritual can go anywhere in the spiritual or material universe.
A liberated soul being spiritual can go anywhere in the material or spiritual worlds.
And not only into the spiritual world and saw Lord Narayana,
Narada Muni went to the spiritual world and saw Narayana,
and he entered into this universe on his planet, and he bathed in the confluence of the three rivers.
and then entered into this universe, this planet, and bathed in the confluence of the three rivers,
Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati.
Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati.
Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada went to the Nārada Kumbh Mela in 1971.
Srila Prabhupada went to the Ardha Kumbh Mela in 1971,
Which had 21 million people.
which had 21 million people.
And again in 1977,
Then went again in 1977.
there were 30 million people.
There were 30 million people. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 231.
বনপথে দেখে মৃগ আছে ভূমে পড়ি বান বিদ্ধ ভগ্নপাদ করে ধর পড়ি।
Nārada Muni saw that a deer was lying on the path through the forest and that it was pierced by an arrow. It had broken legs and was twisting due to much pain. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 232.
আর কত দূরে দেখেন শুকর তৈছে বিদ্য ভগ্ন পাদ করে ধর পর
Farther ahead, Nārada Muni saw a boar pierced by an arrow. Its legs were also broken, and it was twisting in pain. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 233.
হইছে শশক দেখে আর কত দূরে জীবের দুঃখ দেখি নারদ ব্যাকুল অন্তরে
When he went farther, he saw a rabbit that was also suffering. Nārada Muni was greatly pained at heart to see living entities suffer so.
Everybody is sad to see suffering of others.
The pure devotee is sad to see suffering of others.
Or dukkha dukhi.
Para dukkha dukhi.
And therefore Nārada Muni, he was merciful. He could not tolerate the suffering of these living entities.
Therefore, Nārada Muni, he could not tolerate the suffering of these living entities.
He,
Being
the
merciful.
pure devotee, a sadhu, is also merciful on the animals.
A pure devotee, a sadhu, he is also merciful towards the animals. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 234.
কত দূরে দেখে বেদ বৃক্ষে ওঠ হইয়া মৃগ মারিবারে আছে বাণ জুড়িয়া
When Nārada Muni advanced farther, he saw a hunter behind a tree. This hunter was holding arrows and he was ready to kill more animals. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 235.
কর্ণ রক্তনেত্র মহাভয়ঙ্কর ধনুর্বাণ হস্তে যেন যম দণ্ডধর
The hunter's body was blackish. He had reddish eyes and he appeared fierce. It was as if the superintendent of death, Yamaraj, were standing there with a bow and arrows in his hands. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 236.
পথ ছাড়ি নারদ তার নিকটে চলিল নারদে দেখি মৃগ সব পালাইয়া গেল
When Nārada Muni left the forest path and went to the hunter, all the animals immediately saw him and fled. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 237.
ক্রুদ্ধ হইয়া বেতারে গালি দিতে চায় নারদ প্রভাবে মুখে গালি নাই আয়
When all the animals fled, the hunter wanted to chastise Nārada with abusive language, but due to Nārada's presence, he could not utter anything abusive.
So, presence of Nārada Muni was so auspicious that the hunter could not speak anything abusive or critical.
So the presence of Nārada was so auspicious that the hunter could not speak anything abusive or critical. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 238.
সায় প্রয়াণ পথ ছাড়ি কেনে আইলা তোমা দেখি মোর লক্ষ্য মৃগ পলাইলা
The hunter addressed Nārada Muni, "O Goswami, O great person, The hunter addressed Nārada Muni. O Goswami, O great saintly person, why have you left the general path through the forest to come to me? Simply by seeing you, all the animals I was hunting have now fled.
A hunter was frustrated because the animals he was hunting fled away.
The hunter was frustrated because the animals he was hunting fled away. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 239.
নারদ কহে পদ ভুলি আইলা পুছিতে মনে এক সংশয় হয় তাহা খণ্ডাইতে
Nārada Muni replied, leaving the path, I have come to you to settle a doubt that is in my mind. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 240.
পথে যে শুকর মৃগ জানি তোমার হয় ব্যাধ কহে যেই কহ সেই তো নিশ্চয়
I was wondering whether all the boars and other animals that are half killed belong to you. Purport. The hunter replied, yes, what you are saying is so. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 241.
নারদ কহে যদি জীবে মারো তুমি বান অর্ধ মারা করো কেন নালো পরাণ
Nārada Muni then inquired, why did you not kill the animals completely? Why did you half kill them by piercing their bodies with arrows?
Nārada was asking that you're going to kill animals and not kill them completely. Why? How kill them?
Nārada Muni was asking, if you're going to kill animals, why not kill them completely? Why half kill them? Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 242.
বেদ কহে শুনো গোসাই মৃগারি মোর নাম পিতার শিক্ষাতে আমি করি ওইছে কাম
The hunter replied, my dear saintly person, my name is Mṛgāri, enemy of animals. My father taught me to kill them in that way. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 243.
অর্ধ মারা জীব যদি ধর পর করে তবে তো আনন্দ মোর বারয়ে অন্তরে
When I see half-killed animals suffer, I feel great pleasure.
The hunter had a perverted sense of pleasure.
Mṛgāri the hunter had a perverted sense of pleasure.
He liked to see the suffering of others.
He liked to see the suffering of others. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 244.
নারদ কহে এক বস্তু মাগি তোমার স্থানে ব্যাদ কহে মৃগাদি লও যেই তোমার মনে
Nārada Muni then told the hunter, I have one thing to beg of you. Purport. The hunter replied, you may take whatever animals or anything else you would like.
Mṛgāri the hunter thought that Nārada may want some of his animals.
So Mṛgāri the hunter thought that Nārada would want some of his animals. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 245.
মৃগ ছাল চাহ যদি আইস মোর ঘরে যেই চাহ তাহা দিব মৃগ ব্যাঘ্রম্বরে
I have many skins. If you would like them, I shall give you either a deer skin or a tiger skin.
A guy invited Nārada to come to my house. I have many skins.
Mṛgāri invited Nārada, come to my house. I have many skins.
And you can have anyone,
You can have
deer or tiger.
you can have anyone, deer or tiger. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 246.
নারদ কয়ে ইহা আমি কিছু নাহি চাই আর এক বস্তু আমি মাগি তোমার ঠাই
Nārada Muni said, I do not want any of the skins. I'm asking only one thing from you in charity.
What will Nārada ask in charity of the hunter?
What will Nārada ask in charity from the hunter? Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 247.
কালি হইতে তুমি যে মৃগাদি মারিবা প্রথমে মারিবা অর্ধ মারা না করিবা
I beg you that from this day on, you will kill animals completely and not leave them half dead.
Nārada Muni was feeling compassion for the animals.
Nārada Muni was feeling compassion for the animals.
So he begged this of the hunter.
So he begged this of the hunter. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 248.
বেদ কহে কিবা দান মাগিলা মারে অর্ধ মারিলে কিবা হয় তাহা কহ মরে
The hunter replied, My dear sir, what are you asking of me? What is wrong with the animals lying there half killed? Will you please explain this to me?
The hunter could not understand why Nārada Muni was asking him this thing.
The hunter could not understand why Nārada Muni was asking him of this thing. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 240.
নারদ কহে অর্ধ মারিলে জীব পায় ব্যথা জীবে দুঃখ দিতেছ তোমার হইবে ওইছে অবস্থা
Nārada Muni replied, if you leave the animals half dead, you are purposefully giving them pain. Therefore, you will have to suffer in retaliation. Purport. This is an authoritative statement given by the greatest authority Nārada Muni. If one gives another living entity unnecessary pain, one will certainly be punished by the laws of nature with a similar pain. Although the hunter Mṛgāri was uncivilized, he still had to suffer the results of his sinful activities. However, if a civilized man kills animals regularly in a slaughterhouses to maintain his so-called civilization, using scientific methods and machines to kill animals, one cannot even estimate the suffering awaiting him. So-called civilized people consider themselves very advanced in education, but they do not know about the stringent laws of nature. According to the nature's law, it is a life for a life. We can hardly imagine the suffering of one who maintains a slaughterhouse. He endures suffering not only in this life, but in his next life also. It is said that a hunter, murderer, or killer is advised not to live and not to die. If he lives, he accumulates even more sins, which brings about more suffering in a future life. If he is advised not to die, because his dying means that he immediately begins to endure more suffering. Therefore, he is advised not to live and not to die. As followers of the Vedic principles, we accept the statements of Nārada Muni in this regard. It is our duty to see that no one suffers due to sinful activities. Foolish rascals are described in the Bhagavad Gita as Mayaya Pahrita Jnana, which indicates that although they are superficially educated, Maya has taken their real knowledge away. Such people are presently leading human society. In Srimad Bhagavatam, they are described as Anda Yatandir Upaniyamanaha. These rascals are themselves blind, and yet they are leading others who are blind. When people follow such leaders, they suffer unlimited pains in the future. Despite so-called advancement, all this is happening. Who is safe? Who is happy? Who is without anxiety?
At the present time, we're suffering a worldwide pandemic.
At the present time, we're suffering the worldwide pandemic.
This is mainly due, or this is due somewhat to the suffering by causing animals in slaughterhouses.
This is somewhat due to slaughtering animals in slaughterhouses.
So some of our sinful acts by killing the animals are something in this life and the next.
Sorry, what was the first part, Guru Maharaj?
Because of our sinful activities, we are suffering in this life and the next.
Because of our sinful activities, we are suffering in this life and the next.
So, the devotees, although they believe in law of karma, they don't want people to suffer with their bad karma.
Pure devotees, although they believe in the law of karma, they don't want people to suffer for their karma,
With bad karma.
for their bad karma.
And therefore they guide the people to live a life without sin, without bad karma.
Therefore, they try to lead the people to live a life without sin, without bad karma. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 250.
দেখ তুমি জীব মারো অল্প অপরাধ তোমার কদর্থ না দিয়া মারো এ পা অপরাধ.
Nārada Muni continued, "My dear hunter, your business is killing animals. That is a slight offense on your part. But when you consciously give them unnecessary pain by leaving them half dead, you incur very great sins." Purport. Purport. This is another good instruction to animal killers. There are always animal killers and animal eaters in human society because less civilized people are accustomed to eating meat. In the Vedic civilization, meat eaters are advised to kill an animal for the goddess Kali or a similar demigod. This is in order to give the animal unnecessary pain, as slaughterhouses do.
Not to do that.
Sorry, not to give the animal unnecessary pain, as slaughterhouses do. In the Bali Dana, sacrifice to a demigod, it is recommended to cut the throat of an animal with one slice. This should be done on a dark moon night, and the painful noises expressed by the animal at the time of being slaughtered are not to be heard by anyone. There are also many other restrictions. Slaughter is allowed only once a month, and the killer of the animal has to suffer similar pains in his next life. At the present moment, so-called civilized men do not sacrifice animals to a deity in a religious or ritualistic way. They openly kill animals daily by the thousands for no purpose other than the satisfaction of the tongue. Because of this, the entire world is suffering in so many ways. Politicians are unnecessarily declaring war, and according to the stringent laws of material nature, massacres are taking place between nations. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, think himself to be the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by God. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text 27. The laws of Prakriti, nature, are very stringent. No one should think that he has the freedom to kill animals and not suffer the consequences. One cannot be safe by doing this. Nārada Muni herein says that animal killing is offensive, especially when animals are given unnecessary pain. Meat eaters and animal killers are advised not to purchase meat from the slaughterhouse. They can worship Kali once a month, kill some unimportant animal and eat it. Even by following this method, one is still an offender.
And Sanskrit is monk sa.
The word for meat in Sanskrit is mangsa,
Which means me and you.
which means me and you.
I kill you, and then I'll get the reaction. You'll kill me.
I kill you and I'll get the reaction and you killed me.
So, well, since the hunter is basically an uncivilized person, and then
So since the hunter, he's basically an uncivilized person, so then
the offense is minimal.
the offense is minimal.
But if he half kills the animals, the offense is very great.
But if he half kills the animals, then the offense is great.
A person is civilized, they have the animals killed in a slaughterhouse.
If a person is civilized and has the animals killed in slaughterhouse,
And that he can satisfy his tongue by eating meat.
so that he can satisfy his tongue by eating meat,
And then he has to take great karma
then he has to take great karma
and suffer immensely.
and suffer immensely.
So the Krishna conscious devotees are trying to encourage people not to eat meat.
So the Krishna conscious devotees are trying to encourage people not to eat meat.
They have to eat meat, and they should offer meat and the animal is sacrificed.
If they have to eat meat, then they should offer. If they
Yes.
have to eat meat, then they should offer the animal in sacrifice.
in that way, although they're still guilty, the offense would be minimized.
Although in that way, although they're still guilty, the offense would be minimized. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 24, text 251.
দর্থিয়া তুমি যত মারিলা জীবেরে তারা তৈছে তোমা মারিবে জন্ম জন্মান্তরে.
Nārada Muni continued, all the animals that you have killed and given unnecessary pain will kill you one after the other in your next life and in this life after life. Purport. This is another authoritative statement made by the great sage Nārada. Those who kill animals and give them unnecessary pain, as people do in slaughterhouses, will be killed in a similar way in the next life and in many lives to come. One can never be excused from such an offense. If one kills many thousands of animals in a professional way so that other people can purchase the meat to eat, one must be ready to be killed in a similar way in his next life and in life after life. There are many rascals who violate their own religious principles. According to the Judeo-Christian scriptures, it is clearly said, "Thou shalt not kill." Nonetheless, giving all kinds of excuses, even the heads of religions indulge in killing animals while trying to pass as saintly persons. This mockery and hypocrisy in human society bring about unlimited calamities. Therefore, occasionally there are great wars. Masses of such people go out onto battlefields and kill themselves. Presently, they have discovered the atomic bomb, which is simply waiting to be used for wholesale destruction. If people want to be saved from the killing business life after life, they must take to Krishna consciousness and cease sinful activity. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness recommends that everyone abandon meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication, and gambling. When one gives up these sinful activities, he can understand Krishna and take to this Krishna consciousness movement. We therefore request everyone to abandon sinful activity and chant the Hare Krishna mantra. In this way, people can save themselves from repeated birth and death and from being killed like the animals in the slaughterhouses.
According to the code of Manu, those who sell the animals, transport the animals,
According to the codes of Manu, those who sell the animals, transport the animals,
kill the animals,
kill the animals,
cook the meat,
cook the meat,
and serve and then those who eat the meat,
and those who eat the meat
they're all
serve the meat.
responsible,
They are all responsible,
and they have to take the reaction of animal killing.
and they have to take the reaction of animal killing.
And then be that someone who is selling meat or selling hamburgers or something,
Maybe that's someone who is selling meat or selling hamburgers or something,
selling chicken pieces,
selling chicken pieces,
and they have to take birth as an animal or chicken and be slaughtered birth after birth.
then they have to take birth as an animal or chicken and be slaughtered birth after birth.
So we should be very careful not to eat these meat, fish, eggs.
So we have to be very careful and not eat these meat, fish, eggs.
We want to be free of this bad karma.
If we want to be free of this bad karma.
Nārada Muni was not only compassion on the animals, but also on the hunter.
How Narada Muni was not only compassionate unto the animals, but also to the hunter. Thus ends the chapter entitled Narada tells Mṛgāri to kill animals completely and not leave them half dead. Under the section, the 61 explanations of the Atma Rama verse. So Guru Maharaj will take a break and be back for darshans. Hare Krishna.
Dear devotees, Guru Maharaj welcomes you on his virtual book table. On October 21, 1974, Srila Prabhupada wrote to Tamal Krishna Goswami that I see practically our books and magazines are becoming popular in your country. So there is good potential for pushing literature very vigorously. Organize this propaganda work very carefully. Our movement will become very much successful by introducing literature from village to village. Lord Chaitanya wants this, so carry out his order. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So today the following devotees have helped Guru Maharaj in the book distribution, from Kasadesh Prahlad Krishna Das to Bhagavad Gita Jyoti Dharma Chaitanya Das to Bhagavad Gita Yashoda Padma Devi Dasi Wu Kui Lang Huang Khang Let Hu Gua Gao Hua Thao Let Wang Fing Zen 2 Gitas, Keshav Prema Dasa Zhang Hong Li Qing Ling 2 Gitas, Charani Devi Dasi He Ji Zian 1 Gita, Rasarati Devi Dasi 5 Gitas, Rasanath Govinda Das 5 small book, and devotees from Italy, Gaur Natraj Das, Eka Radha Devi Dasi, Lajja Lakshmi Devi Dasi, Lakshmi Narasimha Das, Bhakta Emiliano, Andrangha Shakti Devi Dasi, Gopanandani Devi Dasi, Akarshini Radhika Devi Dasi, 2 Bhagavad Gita, 11 small book, Balachandra, Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi, 1 Bhagavad Gita, 1 small book, Rajeshwar Gauradas and Shantagopi, 1 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small book, Sevananda Chaitanya Das, Lalitangi Radha Devi Dasi, Nimai and Prahlad 2 Bhagavad Gita, by Abhaycharan Nitai Prabhu in Guru Maharaj virtual table online. We have Pooja Burman, Simon Burman, Manika Burman, Pravita Burman, Titi Burman, Rekha Burman, Milind Burman, Nodi Burman, Hridoy Burman, Kannan Bhari Krishna Das, each 1 Bhagavad Gita. Then we have Shanti Ranjan Biswas, Sefali Biswas, each 4 Bhagavad Gita, Saurav Devnath 2 Bhagavad Gita. And by Vrajapriya Sundari Devidasi from Mira Road, Mumbai, we have Mangalya Mata, Sarojini Mata, Reshmi Mata, Renu Mata, each 11 Bhagavad Gita, Maya Mata 4 Bhagavad Gita, Sandhya Mata 3 Bhagavad Gita, Preti Mata 2 Bhagavad Gita, Ashrita Mata 3 Bhagavad Gita, Nisha Mata 2 Bhagavad Gita. Then we have Sumit and Pragati Agarwal from Damodar Desh Yatra 23 Bhagavad Gita, Rajat Mete 10 Bhagavad Gita, Bhobek Das Sharma 1 Bhagavad Gita, Santush Govinda Das 1 Bhagavad Gita, Jai Ghosh 1 Bhagavad Gita, Anutam Gaur Das 5 Bhagavad Gita, Sanjeev Kumar Sarkar 1 Bhagavad Gita, Tushtananda Raja and Nirmala Kamala Mataji from Sri Lanka 14 Bhagavad Gita and 131 small books, Bhakta Vatsala Nithai Das and Vijayanti Shakti Devidasi from Balram Desh on their star birthday of daughter Bhakti Nivedya. They are sponsoring Guru Maharaj and Associate Prasadam Seva on 31st December and Guru Maharaj Servant Prasadam 5,000 rupees. Yashoda Padma Mataji from Kasade sponsored today's Sarva Vigna Vinasana Puja Tulsi Archana and Deepdan for Guru Maharaj's help. These devotees helped Guru Maharaj in distributing 160 Mahabig books and 158 small books, making it a total of 318 transcendental books. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki Jai. Haribol. Krishner Matirastu. Blessings from Guru Maharaj. These devotees get a special Narasimha Puja in a few hours from now in Sridham Mayapur. All of you devotees also please bless them by calling out Nitai Gauranga. Please share this wonderful message of taking part in the pastime of Guru Maharaj's virtual table and let others receive the pleasure of serving in pastime too. Even if it's a single Bhagavad Gita or just a few small books, please do WhatsApp Guru Maharaj's virtual table anytime at +91 94 34 76 04 02. Please stay safe, stay tuned for tomorrow's Lord Chaitanya class at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for your daily prayers with us. Please join us in offering our deep prayers continuously from Mayapur for Ananda Krishna Mataji, Dairam Prabhu and John Nivas Prabhu, that if it is pleasing to Lord Krishna to protect these devotees and devotees all over the world who are affected by corona and increasing variants. And of course, our prayer includes for all those who are celebrating anniversaries today for the well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Let's pray together. Please chant along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.
Now, West India, North India, East India, and Nepal.
Now the
West India,
West
East
India,
North
North India, and East Nepal.
East North India, East India, West India, Nepal.
West India, East India, North India, and Nepal. All right, birthday blessings, Acharya Premi Devidasi. Happy birthday
From Canada.
Canada, Krishna Matirastu, special blessings to you. Thank you very much. Guru Maharaj is blessing you and your family. Thank you very much for your offering. Birthday from Mṛgāri Mohanda. Krishna Matirastu, special blessings to you all. Thank you very much for your offering. Guru Maharaj is cutting your beautiful cake virtually. Thank you very much for joining.
Your blessings, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. They are offering puri.
Haribo.
Krishna
Krishna Matirastu.
Radhanath Prabhu, Srirangam.
Cake, Srirangam cake, and puri, and pakoda, and milk sweet, pasta.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All humble offering, Guru Maharaj. Please give your blessings and prayers. Hare Krishna.
Please bless Maharaj.
Haribo.
Your
Wow,
blessings.
Krishna Matirastu. Blessings to everyone. Haribo. Birthday from Shri Giriraj Prasad family. Okay. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for joining. Happy birthday to you, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Thank you very much for your cake, I guess. It's a pizza. It's a pizza. A pizza, Guru Maharaj. Yeah. Thank you very much for your offering, Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is cutting the pizza.
It's just like right?
Yeah, I think so. Devapriya Halder from East India. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Your connection is not working very well, so we.
Ji, please unmute.
There you go.
Thank you. Krishna Matirastu.
Mataji, আপনার internet slow আছে. He's saying something.
গুরু মহারাজ আমি আপনার গাজরের হালুয়া বানিয়েছি।
আপনার জন্য গাজরের হালুয়া বানিয়েছি।
গুরু মহারাজ আপনি পাচ্ছেন?
গুরু মহারাজ দেখছেন আপনাকে?
গুরু মহারাজ আপনার বলেন।
হরে কৃষ্ণ মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার গাজরের হালুয়া গ্রহণ করেছেন। আপনার ইন্টারনেট একটু স্লো আছে, যার কারণে আপনাকে প্রপারলি দেখা যাচ্ছে না। গুরু মহারাজ আপনার গাজরের হালুয়া গ্রহণ করেছেন। ধন্যবাদ আপনাকে যুক্ত হওয়ার জন্য। আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণ মতিরস্তু।
Birthday from Anshika from UK. Happy birthday to you, Radha Krishna Matirastu. Special blessings. Haribol. Wow, thank you for the beautiful darshan and the beautiful offering. Guru Maharaj is accepting everything. Thank you. Blessings to everyone. Krishna Matirastu. Birthday from Shamsundar. Thank you very much for joining. Beautiful darshan. Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is cutting your cake virtually. Happy birthday. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Okay, we will move to Nepal. Nepal, ISKCON Bhutwal, Brahmacharis, Haribo, Krishna Matirastu, to all of you, thank you very much for your offering. 285 Mahavi books, 47 medium books, 513 small books. Total of
Thank you.
8. Dhanyavad, thank you. Total of 847 Srila Prabhupada books distributed this week. Today's offering, Besan Laddu, Sak, milk and dry fruits. Haribo, thank you very much for your offering. Iskon Chitwan, Haribo, Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for your all offering and the garland. Book distribution report, 500 Maha big books, 90 medium books, 1,507 small books, total of 2,097 books distributed. Haribo. Nitya Kishori Madhavi Devidasi, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your divine lotus feet. I am distributing Srila Prabhupada's books only on December marathon because I have service in well-wisher take care and donation collection in temple. This week I distribute the following Srila Prabhupada books. Mahabig books 132, small books 130. Guru Maharaj, please bless me so that I can serve you in Srila Prabhupada's mission. Haribo, Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. From Nepal, Revati Kanta Balaram Das. Mangoes, he's offering mangoes. Thank you very much for your offering. Krishna Matirastu. Sachinandana Gorachandra Das and Punyavati Devidasi. Book distribution this week, Bhagavad Gita 22, small books 1008. Total offering for Guru Maharaj.
Today's offering.
Gund Ka Laddu. Love you, Guru Maharaj. Haribo.
Gur ka laddu,
Gur. All right. Vimalangi Radha Devidasi. Fry Momo. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Haribo. Yamuna Sareshwari Devidasi. Nadarani Karuna Mai. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for your offering. Haribo. And the beautiful darshan. Nirahankar, Nitai Chandra, Shruti Priya, Pakora and Milk. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. To all of you, thank you very much for your offering. Thank you for joining. Iskon Baglang from Nepal. Haribo, Krishna Matirastu. Distribution, Mahabig books 163, medium books 26, small books 649. Total book distributed 838. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Haribo. Thank you very much for your Dvipa offering, your garland, and your prasad offering. Haribo. Blessings to all of you. Nea and Shivani. Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for your apple offering. Ni Akil Bandhu Gopal Das, hot Kichri Pickle Papat. Thank you very much for your offering. Krishna Matir Astu. Bhopal Akshaj Shukla. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matir Astu. Haribo. Bhopal Chitra. Haribo. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matir Astu. Chitra Mataji from Bhopal. Okay. From Bhopal. Golaka Priya GDD. Seeking blessings for new job at Baroda. Okay, Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Thank you very much for your offering as well. Radha Krishna Matir Astu. Haribo. From Bhopal, Harsha Vardhana Gorangadas. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, I have started morning program, evening book reading for students at IIT Gandhinagar that we can succeed in this insignificant endeavor. Radha Krishna Matirastu Jai. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Haribo. From Bhopal, Muskan Saxena, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matir Astu. Haribo, thank you for joining. From Bhopal as well, Bhavan Vyas, thank you very much for your joining and for your beautiful offering. Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Haribo. Harshita, shelter fruits and water, Gurudev. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Haribo. From Indore, Natat Kumar. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Sanat Kumar. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Karishma, Annu, Mamta, dry fruits laddu. Thank you very much for your offering. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. Radha Ranjana Mṛgāri, Indranath Govindadas. Thank you for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Shiva Palaka Nitai Das. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu to you. MGS Deepu Burfi. Wow, thank you for your beautiful offering. Krishna Matirastu. Anandita Janava Dividasi Vikas Makana Cashews. Thank you for your beautiful offering. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. From Delhi, Kushi Gupta. Roasted, salty, and peanuts is peanuts. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Ujjwala Prema Bhakti Devidasi. Wow, so much prashad offering. Thank you very much. What is he saying? 25 Bhagavad Gitas. Please bless my sister-in-law, right? My sister-in-law, Anupa Prasad.
She is suffering from advanced cancer, stomach.
Oh, suffering from advanced cancer in the stomach. Okay, Guruji's blessing. Krishna Matirastu. Harihara Anantila Devidasi. Turmeric milk for Guru Maharaj. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Sachinandan, Nitai, Abduta, Harihara. Thank you very much for joining. Beautiful darshan of the deities. Haribo. Nilanjan Kar. Chuda, Chira, Pida milk. Please bless me, Gurudev. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Pineapple, Black Forest pastry. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for your offering. Distributed 5 Bhagavad Gitas by your mercy. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Ashraya, Guru Ashraya, and I. Delhi, Ajit Ghosh. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. No. Bhopal, West India. Radhika Prema Bhakti Devidasi. Thank you very much for your offering, your beautiful flowers. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Radha Kinkai Devidasi. 15 Bhagavad Gitas, 30 small books. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Haribo. Ananda Vishaka Devidasi. Himanish. 6 Bhagavad Gita and rice, bati, chorchori. Thank you very much for joining and your beautiful offering. Krishna Matirastu. From West India, Janavi Gopal Priya, we are in Dwaraka. Haribol, Krishna Matirastu. Thank to all of you.
Suvarna Gaura
Hari Prabhu. All right. Radha Dwarakadesh, Guru Maharaj. In Dwaraka. Haribol, Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Haribol.
all of you.
To all of you.
So you are telling to Radha.
From Pune, Rajeshwari Susivini. I sent an email to name our deities. All right, Guru Maharaj will look into that. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. The name?
Rajeshwari Susevini Mataji. Okay.
That's what I email.
Okay.
Email.
Send email.
Okay, please send the email to Guru Maharaj. Pune, Datta Prakash Shetty. Haribol. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribol. Nashik Aryan. Nashik Narya. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you very much for your offering, Haribo, and the beautiful darshan, Haribo. From Pune, Sukadeva Charan Das, Ishwari Lalita Devidasi. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you, Haribo. Sashimuki, Induleka Devidasi, Shrikant, and Apple. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. Surat, Naida, Malini Devidasi, Shrivas, Gaur Bhakta Das. Krishna Matirastu. 125 books. Please, Guru Maharaj, bless us to serve Guru and Gauranga nicely. Offering? Gazar Pak. Jai, thank you very much. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Gunapriya Gopi Devidasi, Koti Koti Pranam, Guru Maharaj. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your offering. Haribo. India, Sarbo Mangala Janava Devidasi from Mayapur. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Guru Maharaj is blessing you. Rasika, okay. Brunda, Baroda, Desert, and Ondio. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering. Rasika, Ratika Devidasi, Kurunandan Das. Cow turmeric milk. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo. Krishna Matirastu. Ravi, Janardan, Uttapam with chutney. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Thank you for your offering, garland and lamp offering as well. Haribo. West India, Pune. Shamsundar Srinivas Das, Dandu. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to both of you. Haribo. From West Bengal, Arpit Mukunda Das. Thank you very much for your garland as well. Krishna Matirastu. Nitya Saki Chitra Devidasi. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Haribo. Blessing to the child. Barbie Hait. Krishna Matirastu. Jagannath Mahaprasad from Sridham Puri. Haribo. Thank you very much for your offering. Haribo. Tanmai Ghosh. Thank you very much for joining. What is written?
অনেক ছোট লেখা আছে, বোঝা যাচ্ছে না মাতাজি। আস্তে ধরে রাখুন, নাড়াচাড়া করবেন না। আজ আমার শুভ জন্মদিন। গুরু মহারাজ 1994 সালের 29শে ডিসেম্বর আমি শোভনাথ ঘোষ জন্মগ্রহণ করি। সেদিন ছিল, সেই থেকে বাড়িতে 29শে ডিসেম্বর সবাই জন্মদিন পালন করি। ঠিক আছে, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন আপনার জন্মদিন। হরি বল। গৌরাঙ্গ মন্ডল প্রভুপুরে প্রোগ্রাম ইস সমাধি। গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের সকলকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, আপনাদের প্রোগ্রামের সমস্ত ভক্তদের। আপনারা প্রসাদ পাচ্ছেন, খুব সুন্দরভাবে প্রসাদ পান। গুরু মহারাজ আশীর্বাদ করছেন সবাইকে। কৃষ্ণমূর্তি দীপারানী যাদব মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং ইউ। কৃষ্ণমূর্তি থ্যাংক ইউ ফর জয়েনিং মাতাজি। From Asansol, Aladin Rai Mataji, Puli Pitha, Google Pitha, Guru Maharaj আপনার প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন। স্বরূপিনী রাধিকা দেবী মাতাজি, Guru Maharaj blessing both of you. Krishnamurti Restu, Hari Bol. সুবর্ণা বৃন্দা দেবী মাতাজি, Guru Maharaj আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। Krishnamurti Restu, Hari Bol.
From Nepal, Divya Shri Haripriya Devidasi, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, thank you for your beautiful garland.
ISKCON Alipurduar Youth 50 Bhagavad Gita distribution.
Yeah, so many.
Guru was blessing all of you. Krishnamurti Restu.
Sonali Murshid, thank you very much for your lamp offering. Krishnamurti Restu, thank you for joining. Haribo.
Eid Motor থেকে স্বরূপালিকা কাশ্মী দেবী মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। নট ভিজিবল মাতাজি। donate and distributed to Guru Maharaj. Bhavamrita Prabhu or 70 Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Guru Maharaj আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন।
Krishna Matastu.
ভুবনেশ্বর থেকে সুমিত প্রভু, Guru Maharaj blessing you, Krishnamurti. 6 Bhagavad Gita tools, small book. Onita Sridhar Mahaprabhu, 42 books you distributed. Guru Maharaj blessing you. Thank you for joining. Bhagyashree Mataji, আপনার রোজ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। দেবপ্রিয়া হালদার, আপনাকে গুরু মহারাজ আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন মাতাজি, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। মায়াপুর থেকে কৃষ্ণ সুভদ্রা দাস, গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং অল অফ ইউ, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর জয়নিং। Madhuspita Mataji or Pita Mataji, custard pap, Guru Maharaj accepting and blessing of you, Krishnamurti Rastu. Shemini Tulusi Devi Mataji, Guru Maharaj blessing you, Krishnamurti Rastu. Your internet is not good, Hare Krishna. Oh, Shanta Gopi Mataji.
Broccoli.
Today, Guru Maharaj accepting and blessing you, Mataji. Hari Bol. Thank you for joining.
Peter, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Goranitai Garland, coconut sweet.
নীলাঞ্জন কর প্রভু, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার চিরা পিঠে মিল্ক প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। ও প্রেমেশ্বরী শ্রী রাধা মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং ইউ, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু।
Haribo.
সংযোগিতা মন্ডল মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ প্লিজ অ্যাকসেপ্ট, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। সংযোগিতা মন্ডল মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। হরি বল। শ্বেতা শাহ মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, অংশগ্রহণ করার জন্য ধন্যবাদ, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। সীমা হাজরা মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, আপনার নিবেদিত প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। রম্যকীর্তিদা দেবী মাতাজি ও রাসহরি দাস প্রভু, আপনাদের হালুয়া প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন আসানসোল থেকে, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। সর্বশ্রী রায় দেবী মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার কেক মুড়ির মোয়া পিঠা গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। সুদেবী ব্রজসেবিনী দেবী মাতাজি, আপনার নাড়ু গ্রহণ করছেন, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। বিদিশা পাত্র মাতাজি, কোটি কোটি প্রণাম, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। ঋদিশা ভাগবত যশোদানন্দন, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের রুটি সবজি নাড়ু প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। ইন্টারনেট আপনাদের ভালো নেই, হরে কৃষ্ণ। দাস দয়াবান প্রভু, আপনাদের কেক প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। অনুরাগিনী গৌরাঙ্গী ও অপূর্ব গৌরাঙ্গী মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। মধুস্মিতা বিশ্বকা দেবী মাতাজি, আপনার ক্ষীর গুড় পিঠা প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। পরমেশ্বরী গোপিকা মাতাজি ও মাধুরীলা রাধা মাতাজি, আপনার প্যানকেক প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। মথুরাপতি শ্যামদাস প্রভু, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। আল্লাদিনী রাধা মাতাজি, আপনার মেথি থেপলা ও অ্যাপেল প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, আপনাকে এবং প্রভুকে, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। ভদ্রেশ্বর থেকে দীপশিকা পুনম, গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং both of you, accepting your prasadam, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু মাতাজি, হরি বল। দীপশ্রী নন্দপ্রিয়া মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার টমেটো স্যুপ ও মোমোস প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। রিতম নস্কর প্রভু, আপনার অ্যাপেল গ্রহণ করছেন, গুরু মহারাজ আপনি দুটো ভগবত গীতা ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করেছেন, আপনার পুষ্পাঞ্জলি গ্রহণ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। রীতা সুস্মিতা মাতাজি ফ্রম কলকাতা, আপনার বাটার নান ও কড়াই পনির গ্রহণ করছেন, গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। সৌরভ প্রভু, আপনি দুটো ভগবত গীতা ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করেছেন, পরোটা আলু সবজি ও জিলাপি গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। সুরিত নিতাই দাস প্রভু, সৌন্দর্যবর্ধিনী দেবী মাতাজি, স্বয়ং শ্যাম প্রভু, গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং অল অফ ইউ, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু, অ্যাকসেপ্টিং ইউর প্রসাদম। সুপ্রিয়া রায় মাতাজি, গুরু মহারাজ আপনার চিক্কু পাও ভাজি প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, কৃষ্ণমূর্তি রস্তু। পাও ভাজি। প্রশান্ত প্রভু, দেবশ্রী মাতাজি ও রানু মাইতি মাতাজি গুরু মহারাজ আপনাদের প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন সকলকে। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। তুলসী তরুণী কাটিমিটি কীর্তিমাটি দেবকী কীর্তিমতী দেবকী পৃথা ধোকলা প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। অনুত্তরা কালিন্দী দেবী মাতাজি আপনি 4টে গীতার ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করেছেন, আপনার প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। দেবেশ্বর রাধিকা দেবী মাতাজি দেবী শ্রেষ্ঠ রাধিকা মাতাজি আপনার প্রসাদ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। অনুশ্রী রায় মাতাজি ইসকন কলকাতা থেকে গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। গৌরাঙ্গ মন্ডল প্রভু গুরু মহারাজ আপনার ইন্টারনেট ভালো নেই, তারপরেও আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন সবাইকে। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। ব্রজ কৃষ্ণ প্রভু और सुप्रिया माता जी ब्रो so Guru Maharaj accepting and blessing both of you. Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। राधा रमन की हरि जय। Where is Shamroshi Prabhu Mataji? From Kolkata, Vrindavaneshwari Kashvi রুটি আলু পুরি প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। মধুসূদন চৈতন্য দাস প্রভু আসানসোল থেকে গুরু মহারাজ আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন, আপনার পুষ্পাঞ্জলি গ্রহণ করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। অংশগ্রহণ করার জন্য ধন্যবাদ। তপ্ত কাঞ্চন গৌরচন্দ্র প্রভু গুরু মহারাজ accepting your prasadam and blessing you প্রভু। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। সেকেন্ড টাইম স্পেশাল ব্লেসিং মাতাজি গুরু মহারাজ আবার আপনার গৃহে এসেছেন হরি ধোকলা খাওয়ার জন্য। আনন্দিনী সীতা মাতাজি দুধ পিঠা ফ্রাইড পিঠা গুরু মহারাজ ব্লেসিং অল অফ ইউ। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। নূপুর মাঝি মাতাজি আপনার উপমা প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাকে আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। कार्तिक पूजा हरे कृष्ण माय गुरुदेव गुरु महाराज blessing you accepting your prasadam। Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। कीर्ति श्रेया शर्मा caramel cake गुरु महाराज accepting and blessing both of you। Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। लावणी मिश्र माताजी हरि बोल जी गुरु महाराज आपके आशीर्वाद प्रदान करছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। हरि बोल।
Ask Mataji to unmute Ajit Ghosh.
Hello.
Ajit Ghosh. Video on करो। Guru Mataji Ajit Prabhu Prabhu।
অরিজিৎ ঘোষ প্রভু আপনার ভিডিও অন করুন। হরি বল। অরিন্দম আয়ু
Nirban, Haribo. Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Thank you for joining. From Mumbai, Abhishek Mishra, offering bananas. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Birthday, Manju Srivatsa, Preeti, Mom, Liti, Choka, Tilkat cake. Wow, thank you for the offering, Radha Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Special blessings to all of you. Guru Maharaj is cutting the cake virtually. From Mumbai, Sakshi Das, 12 Gitas, Haribol, Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Amita, first time. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Special blessings to you. Haribol. Come again and again. Haribol. Zarupini Radhika Devi Dasi and Bhagya. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. Thank you for your offering as well. Ashwarya Nandi. Thank you for joining. Radha Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু. To all of you. East India.
ঐশ্বর্যা রেবতী মাতাজি গুরু মহারাজ আপনার হোয়াইট সস পাস্তা গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ প্রদান করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। সখী ও স্নিগ্ধাময়ী মাতাজি পনির রোল প্রসাদ গুরু মহারাজ গ্রহণ করছেন, আপনাদের আশীর্বাদ করছেন। কৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। পুনে from Pune Soloni Mataji or Khushi Mataji Guru Maharaj blessing both of you। Kৃষ্ণমতিরস্তু। Thank you for prasadam। Second time special blessing. We love you, Gurudev. Wow.
Wow.
Guru Maharaj blessing all of you, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Krishna Maharaj.
মাধবকান্ত বাবু
If Madhavakanta is there, please raise your hand. Prabhu.
If you miss any one person.
Please, anybody miss the darshan of Guru Maharaj, raise your hand. Birthday, Gorangi Gopi Devidasi. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, special blessings. Guru Maharaj is cutting the cake virtually. Sumantra Gopi Devidasi. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu, thank you for your offering. Anish Rupashri Shripad Gorangi Hosur. Thank you very much for joining. Krishna Matirastu, Nitya Saki Chitra Devidasi. Krishna Matirastu, thank you very much for your offering.
Today is not South India, Mataji. Only South India day you have to join. Not raise your hands. Today, Hare Krishna.
Yachi Chichan Dani. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Wow, thank you for your offering. Shama Gopika Devidasi, Antaranga Tulsi, and Gopijana. Prabhu, thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Anukam Pita, Radhika, and Anuragini. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Thank you for your offering. Anandamayi Radha Devidasi, Mora Dabad. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Haribol. Thank you for your offering.
Hello.
Haribol.
Krishna Maharaj.
Krishna Matirastu. Chaitanya Chandra, Vadant Prabhu. Thank you very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Rajiv Anju Kanna from Delhi. Fruits. Krishna Matirastu to all of you. Thank you for your beautiful offering. Please come again and again. Archana Hiral Janavi, Miss Birthday Darshan. Today's offering, strawberries cake, Radha Rasbiari,
No, we distributed 95 Bhagavad.
or 95 Bhagavad Gita distributed. Thank you for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu. Guru Maharaj is accepting your
Krishna
offering.
Maharaj.
Krishna Matirastu.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Arijit Ghosh Prabhu from Delhi.
Video on karo.
Please on your video. Haribo Prabhu.
Okay, tell one second.
All right. So today we will end the Zoom visits. Thank you all very much for joining.
Wow.
Jalangi Mataji, thank you for joining. Krishna Matirastu. Haribo.
Thank you for
Guru Maharaj is accepting your offering, fruit offering. This second darshan, right? Okay, so gallery review. Thank you all very much for joining. Radha Krishna Matirastu to all of you.
Tell one second.
Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Haribo. Please come tomorrow. Haribo.
See you all.
See you all tomorrow.
Bangladesh.
Tomorrow, Bangladesh.
Golden.
আগামী
The golden
বাংলাদেশে
land.
দর্শন রয়েছে, সবাই জয়েন করুন আর গুরু মহারাজের বিশেষ কৃপা লাভ করুন। হরি বল।
Jai Srila